Hi. So, as you probably know, I'm the one that takes care of the sourdough starter, and I'm gonna make some really good sourdough bread. And I just wanted to give you the recipe. You can't make bread or anything long fermented within 7 days when you first make your starter, but you could make pancakes. But after those 7 days, you can make bread and stuff. So you want to make sure that you don't use the sourdough starter right after you feed the sourdough starter, but you can use it kind of like right before you feed it. Like take some out, feed it, and then use what you took out to make the bread. So let's get started. So we're going to start by putting half a cup of active sourdough starter into the bowl. And then put 1 cup of warm, a little over warm, non-chlorinated water. And then 3 to 4 cups of all unbleached flour, either all-purpose flour or wheat flour works best. If it's all-purpose flour, it needs to be, King Arthur is the best quality, so that's what I recommend. But just make sure it's unbleached and organic. That's the main thing. And whole wheat flour makes it a little bit more dry. If you want to add some more water or something, that would be good. All-purpose flour is the best for bread. I think it just has a better stickiness and a stretchiness when this just kind of pulls apart. But if that's all you have, that's good. It's better than nothing. It really is. So now, after that's kind of mixed up, then we just add salt and a little bit of honey. So with the sourdough bread, you just kind of, mix it up a little bit, then you start to knead it and bring it into a ball, kind of work it a little bit. Then you just let it sit for 12 to 24 hours. 24 seems to do better. And then after that, we'll go to the next step. All right, so it has been sitting for 12 to 24 hours. And now we're going to leave it on the counter to do its next rise. And then before we bake it, we'll tighten it up again and do I forget what they're called. And then put it in the pan and bake it, and I'll show you each step along the way. Alright, and now we're just going to put a paper towel on it to keep the flies off and everything, and then leave it on the counter for 3 to 12 hours. Alright, so it has been sitting on the counter for however long, 12, 24, somewhere there, 3 hours, somewhere there. Now before we tighten up the bread, we're going to set the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and let that be preheating while we oil the pan. Just don't do anything with the bread yet, because after you tighten it, it kind of loosens up. So you want to get it in there before it loosens up so it'll have a nice big ball. And here is our pan, pot, whatever you would call it. It's just a, nice, healthy material. It's got to be, it has to have a lid, and it has to be about this size. so that the bread will fit in it and rise properly. Now to oil it, just get some oil on your fingers and just kind of oil the pot. You don't want a lot, but just enough to where it doesn't stick. And if you put a lot, it'll stick, or if you put a lot, it won't stick, but it'll soak up into the bread and it just doesn't taste as good. So make sure that's on the sides too, because if it rises any to the sides, you want to make sure it doesn't stick on the sides. It's not very fun trying to get it out when it sticks. It's really frustrating. It's almost done preheating. I'm gonna just tighten this up a little bit, knead it maybe, try not to inflate the dough, and then I'm gonna do the slashes and then put it in the pan. Bread all tightened up. Now we just take a serrated knife just like this. This works perfect, I have found. And we're just gonna do 3 little slashes. You could do designs or whatever, but 3 slashes is just good and basic. So let's see, how do I do that? Wait. Okay. There. So I was holding the camera, so I couldn't do it very well. But there it is. Now I just put it in the pan, put the lid on top, and put it in the oven. It's gonna be in the oven for 30 minutes with the lid on, and we'll take the lid off and do it for 20 minutes. And this I have found cooks it really well and good and not overdone. There you go.